Oh shit.
Dude,
Yeah, what's up?
hey, weren't you supposed to do that Q&A thing?
Oh shoot, the Q&A. It hasn't been that long, has it?
Yeah, no, it's been like 4 months.
4 months!
Whoa! Hello! It has been a terribly long 4 months. Maybe reaching 5 at this point. I've been gone doing a lot of side quests, big and small, in life. And despite how it looks, I promise I did not forget about this video. Thank you all for your questions. There were so many left in the comments of the last video. So many of them. I can only pick out a couple of them to answer in this one. So yeah. But let's get back to that one comment first. It's been almost 3 months. Where's the Q&A? Hi. If it's not too late, when did you get into drawing or animations, and what else do you do when you're not drawing or creating animations? The earliest digital drawing I could find that I did dated back to 2019, when I just mainly drew for myself. But it wasn't until like about 2020-ish that I started posting fan art online. As for animations though, I guess it'll just have to be whenever it was that I started this channel. Before that, I guess I just tried a bit on my own, but it never really amounted to much. I don't actually do much in my free time, if I have free time at all, since I mainly draw and animate, and that used to be just a hobby for me, but is now more of a lifelong commitment, I guess. I don't actually do a lot in my free time, but other than that, I guess I just do the normal, typical weeb stuff, you know, like playing games, reading manga, finding my purpose in life. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm kind of a boring person, aren't I? What is your favorite video game if you play? Geometry Dash is mine, if it's of any importance. It is very important. I have mad respect for anyone who plays any type of rhythm game. I'm not really much of a gamer, I guess. I don't really play games as regularly as some of my friends and peers do. Like, the kind of games I play is kind of typical in my community, like Genshin, Pokemon. Recently though, I've been really into this game called Pal World. I'm pretty sure a bunch of you know what that is. Despite how it looks from the outside, it is a very brutal game. Those of you who play, you would know what I mean. I recommend trying it for anyone here who's like a survival game geek. What do you use to draw and animate your stuff? For the art that I use in merch and video thumbnails, I use Ibis Paint X. And for animating the videos that you see here on this channel, I use Toon Squid.
Hey guys, Editing Shoe Phoebe here. What this buster forgot to mention is that the device she uses is the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, and the editing software she uses is CapCut. Although she's been trying to move on from CapCut. Because, look at this. What is this?
Who is your favorite storytime animator besides you? I'm definitely not my favorite. I mean, look at me. I grew up watching a lot of Jaden animations and The Odd Ones Out. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can tell based on how my videos are like. Right? They were like a pretty big inspiration for me back in the day, even now. I've always been a big fan of their sense of humor. Senses of humor. And it's no doubt that they are a big inspiration for the type of content I want to create. What is your height relative to a standard-sized Singapore coffin? What? Standard Singapore. Coffin size for cremation in Singapore is regulated by NEA. Max length 210 centimeters, width 60 centimeters, and height 56 centimeters. Short. Do you have a favorite anime? And also, do you like Pokemon? If so, which is your favorite? Love your videos, by the way. Thank you! I haven't watched that much anime. Like, I think I can count on my fingers how many animes I've watched in, like, my lifetime. But so far, my all-time favorites have to be Bungo Stray Dogs and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Before doing YouTube, I was mostly known for making Bungo Stray Dogs content on Instagram and TikTok. So, in a way, I can't escape from this Bungo Stray Dogs hole, but I also really like the JoJo franchise. Though if any JoJo fans were to want to talk to me about it, I'm afraid I'll look like a LARPer. I haven't finished watching part 6. I haven't even watched part 7. And yes, I do like Pokemon. I like Vaporeon. Vaporeon is my #1 favorite. In my first ever Pokemon game, which was a game that is now shut down on Roblox, Vaporeon was my first ever Pokemon to reach level 100. I actually have genuine reasons to like Vaporeon, and not because of You know, Luxray comes in at a close second though. I love Luxray. What made you want to do animation? In general, I really enjoy creating content that makes people feel good, makes people feel happy, like light-hearted stuff. And I also love drawing. So you mishmash that together and you get, yeah, that. But it is mostly due to the influence of all the animation channels I grew up watching and even watch to this day. But even as a kid, I mean, you know how all kids, well, maybe like a good fraction of kids dreamed of becoming YouTubers when they grow up. I guess I was part of that group of kids, but when I was growing up, I kind of reached a point where I realized that doing stuff like this, like where I'm in here in the flesh, is not really my thing. So the only other option was storytime animation, right? And I guess somehow things just the stars aligned and I'm here now. Have you attended art school, whether if at a college or those one-year programs that are in Singapore? No, I never took art academically at all. The only instance where I kind of did was when I joined a art club as a CCA in primary school, but that was a long time ago. And we did learn art techniques and stuff, though I don't think anything I learned there I've implied in my daily life now. I mean, what can you really teach in an art club that's made for like 9 to 12-year-olds, right? But honestly, I should go to an art school. There is so much theory that I don't know about, and I think it's quite obvious. Do you have pets? Yes. I have 2 cats. This is Toasty. And this is Gummy. Hello. Do you like sharks? I like sharks. My favorite shark is Makoshkra. What's your favorite shark? What did you just say? I guess I do like sharks. I mean, I have no reason to hate them. I mean, I have reason to fear them. But I mean, yeah. Yeah, I like sharks. I once saw a documentary when I was a kid about this shark called Six Gills. I don't know if it's real. I actually haven't researched it. One second. Six Gills shark. The blunt nose six gill shark. Alright, interesting. Oh, whoa. If your channel had 2 signature colors, what would it be? What an interesting question. Alright. I mean, my videos typically only feature 2 colors anyway. But it's kind of a boring answer, isn't it? Honestly though, if I had to choose, I'd probably pick blue, like a dark blue, and orange, like a neon bright orange. I think those are really fun colors. They are also the colors of what I originally wanted my avatar's hair to be, dark blue with a neon orange streak. I really like that color combination, so let's go with that. This is actually a really interesting question. It made me think. I see that you've asked another one. I'm sure it'll be just as great. How do I do taxes? I haven't done them in more than 10 years. Next, what is your favorite hairstyle? I mean, in animation or in drawings? Oh, short, messy, androgynous. These are like the 3 main features. Just anything that isn't long hair, I really hate drawing long hair. Okay, maybe not hate. I'm just not good at drawing long hair or neat hair in general. I am a sucker for drawing messy hair with like the wisps and the spikes around. You know what? I'll just draw an example and put a picture over here. Hands! Impossible! Oh, believe me, I know. Anyway, what made you decide to use that character as your avatar? If you are unsure what I mean, then how did you create that avatar, and is there any significance to it? Thank you. You're welcome. And yes, I do know what you mean. If any of you have been here since day 1, you would know that my avatar has gone through a lot of changes. It's like with every new video that comes out, my avatar looks a little bit different. In its very first design though, I drew it such that it resembled a bird. No particular reason, I just thought that birds were cute. And then one day, I just thought that, nope, I'm tired of the bird thing. Let's do fish now. Even though I'd say between the 2, I definitely feel more affiliated with birds than fish, which is really funny because when I first started the channel, I made a video about fish, and the banner for my channel has 2 giant fish on it. So maybe I do prefer fish. I don't know. I wish I could say otherwise, but there really isn't much of a meaning. I just thought that birds and fish were cute. that's about it. Pancake or waffle? Waffle. And yes, that does mean I hate pancakes. Fight me! Do you like trains? Nice try. Good reference. But you're not gonna get me to say that I like trains. Wait. How hard is animation? It's hard. It's very difficult. Given the fact that most of my videos are really not properly animated at all, I'm not really the right person to ask about this, but I have seen the work of my peers and friends and just people in the industry in general. It's very, very difficult. Because between 2D and 3D animation, there are so many concepts to grasp. There's so many things you need to learn, a lot of functions, features. It really takes a lot of resilience and patience. So yes, it's very hard, and any expert in animation out there, I'm terrified of you. In a good way. Is your floating a hoge secretly an alien antennae radio device? What kind of question is this? This is complete nonsense. I have no idea what you're talking about. Give me 1 second.
Ring.
Hello? Oh yeah, don't worry. I said no. They won't suspect anything. I'm fired? Wait, what do you mean? Can we talk about this? Hello? Hi, I wanted to say that I love your videos, your art, and your art style. Thank you. For your Q&A, I wanted to ask, which artists inspired your style? You inspire me to make art and discover my own style. Aww, I'm so honored. As for the people who inspired me, thing is, it's hard for me to name specific people. My art style kind of just developed over the years of like just trying out different things and getting different inspiration from very random sources. But if I had to name people, there's this thing called Neko Arc. I don't really know where it came from, but I really like the dead expression on her face. Like the dead soulless :3 expression. I'm pretty sure you can kind of see that in my avatar a little bit. As well as one of my friends, they go by PPQ on Instagram and X. I'm always inspired by how much you can see like freedom in their drawing. For me personally, whenever I draw, I take like forever to feel satisfied about the art I'm drawing, because in my head there's always these rules that I'm trying to draw by, and while yes, there are like rules to drawing, they're also kind of bad because it restricts you from drawing things however you like. For Peep though, I always kind of get the vibe that there are no restrictions, like it's just so free-forming. But for real though, my art style changes a lot, and I think a lot of artists can relate to that. Most people see it as a bad thing though, like why can't I just stick to one consistent art style for the rest of my life? And it can feel very pressuring to find an art style to want to stick to all the time so that it looks consistent, so that people can recognize you for this style. But the fact of the matter is that it's very difficult to achieve that. So while you are finding that art style to land on, to perfect and make it recognizable as your own, don't be afraid to explore and get creative, because otherwise you'll feel really trapped. Yeah, apologies for the unsolicited advice. Just sharing something that I've learned along the way. Yeah. Will you do weekly uploads? Asking as a new viewer. Oh, new viewer? I am so sorry. Maybe if a week in your life is equivalent to like 20 in mine, then yes. But no, seriously though, I tend to upload once every couple of months. I'm trying to keep it to like 3 or 4 months. While what I do does take a lot of time, I also don't want to keep people waiting too much. So, what brand is your microwave? This one. Wow, what's your favorite gradient? The gradient you get when you like pour freshly whisked matcha into oat milk and then you stir it. That gradient's my favorite. Where is your skin? What a funny question. Obviously in the cryogenic freezer in my basement. Where do you keep yours? What is one hot take that you feel like shouldn't be a hot take? Whoa, You know those pro AI posts that you see on social media, and then in the comments there are people criticizing AI, and then sometimes you'll find people replying to those comments criticizing AI with, since you hate AI so much, does that mean you want to go back to the Stone Age? Keep up with the times. So my hot take is that yes, we should go back to the Stone Ages. Like a catastrophic world resetting disaster that removes all modern technology, all infrastructure, currency, everything. Like, we're just back to square one. Honestly, I don't think it'll be that bad, and just maybe we'll regain some of our lost humanity. Thoughts? Do you speak Cantonese? No, I unfortunately don't. Though my family's main Chinese dialect is Hakka. But even then, I can't speak it. I only know a very limited number of words. But I can, on some occasions, fully comprehend an entire conversation conversed in Hakka. I did spend my formative years of childhood in a household where people would converse in Hakka, so I guess I just picked it up from there. What's your favorite water? You know those small cube-shaped cups that like small events that do catering give you? Sometimes they give a little straw and it's like a foil that you peel back, or like the ones that you get on airplanes. That's my favorite. For some reason, they're just so delicious. Do you consume raw eggs while animating? No? Should I be doing that? Okay, you know what? I'll give it a try, and then I will update you on how much my hospital bills are. Largest animal you could beat in a fight, and smallest animal that would beat you in a fight. Okay, this is hard. Realistically, I should still be more agile than the largest tortoise in the world, which means that I should be able to beat it in a fight. So let's go with that. Smallest animal, bee, 100%. I cannot stand up against the bee. Actually, no. An Aedes mosquito that has been infected with dengue. It's a slow battle, but I'm not winning. Are you more of a 6 or a 7 in 6-7? Wow. These questions are getting tougher. Okay, I'm gonna be really real with you. I don't think I'm as punk and hipster as 6, but I'm also not as prim and proper and elegant as 7. So I'd say I'm more of a 3. Wow, that was like a lot of questions that I went through. Honestly, I would have loved to answer more, but if I did, then this video I think would come out a lot later. But in any case, thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. I'll be sure to continue working hard for the next video, and hopefully I won't take so long on that one. And yeah, that's kind of it. So thank you guys for watching this really scuffington, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, wonderful day. See ya!